Mollejas con guineitos en escabeche. That's how we call it in Puerto Rico. In essence, it's marinated green bananas, no plantains, but bananas, combined with a deliciously cooked chicken gizzards, which they are put together and you can eat a couple hours later or the next day, and it makes a delicious salad. A staple of Puerto Rican food. And remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create. So we have the mollejitas or chicken gizzards. And I have about 1.7 pounds. But one thing I wanted to show you, see how big they are? You need to cut them. And you need to cut the hard part. I don't eat that stuff, that's hard to eat. And when you cut them, they're going to look like this, pieces like that, clean. See, I took the stuff out. And it's easy, you just cut the stuff. And clean it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just the very hard part that you want to cut out. You still can have some of the little stuff on the back. So once I cut the hard stuff out and throw it away, put it in a container, grab a lemon, put some lemon juice on it. This is kind of cleanse it. Add some vinegar. Leave it here for about 10 minutes. Get the stuff cleansed. 3 green bananas. We're not talking plantains, we're talking bananas. They're unripe bananas, they're green. So what you do is you cut the edge. And I'm not going to peel them, I'm just going to do an incision. See? To make things easier later. So I have a pot, medium high. I drained the vinegar and the lemon juice out of the gizzards. I put it in the pot. I'm going to put a little bit of salt. And optionally a couple drops of oil, just a couple drops, you don't need a lot. And you're going to leave this here for about maybe 40 to 60 minutes. Let it cook. So I have a yellow onion, I cut them in rounds. You can actually cut them half after you cut in rounds. It's up to you, but round is sufficient. I also have a little bit of cilantro. I also have what we call in Spanish pimiento morrones, which is roasted peppers. What you do with this, you just cut them nicely. I like to do it lines first. And this baby are going to put aside. Once I do that, make sure you have some olive, the ones that have the sweet pepper in the middle. What I do is I like to cut them in half. Now you get a pot that you're going to be heating. You might start at high heat, but you can keep it like medium high too. So what I'm going to do, I have water and I'm going to boil these bananas, these green bananas. The issue with green banana is that when you start boiling them, and whatever with water, they turn black. You know, like they turn kind of dirty looking. So what you do is you add some milk, one third of a cup, maybe even half, doesn't matter. And what the milk does is keep it clean, quote unquote clean. So you add them. And you're going to boil this baby. And when you boil them, you don't want them to be too saggy. You don't want them too hard, but you don't want them too saggy. You want them cooked. So it's going to depend on the stove. It might take you 10 minutes. It might take you 12 minutes. It might take you 30 minutes. In my estimate, it's going to be somewhere between maybe 9 to 12, 13 minutes, depending on the stove and the amount. So let's give it a try. This is how you know they are done. It opens a little bit, the peel color change. Take them out. Not with your hands, this stuff is hot. See how nice? Yep. So about 42 minutes later, they appear to be done. I'm going to let them cook for another 5 minutes. See, they're soft and nice. They're about ready. Cast iron, preheat it, hot and high, move it down to a notch above medium. Put a little bit of oil. Not a lot, just a little bit. Because what you're going to do now, you're going to saute this onion. And you're going to move things around a little bit. Lower the heat if you feel it's too hot. You don't want them fried. Put this. I'm moving it because I don't want them burned. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some garlic. I'm going to mince it. You can use what they call the pilon and smash them and add them. But I want to mince it. I don't want those big chunks of stuff. 2 tooth would do. And if you add some chunks, doesn't matter. Let me go with 3 teeth. Because I like the garlic. You just want to caramelize. Add some black pepper. And some salt, a little bit. See, this sufficiently caramelized for me. It's getting darker. I like it. Not too raw and strong. Then toward the end, add some of the cilantro. And mix things off for a few seconds. It's about 10-15 seconds. See how caramelized and beautiful? And then what you do is take them out here so they don't continue cooking and transfer them to another container. See how easy they are to peel? Peel them out and just cut them in cylinders. It's about 1/2 inch, maybe 1/4. And do the same for the other ones. Here are the gizzards or las mollejas. See how nice? Have it in the container. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put some of the bananas You're going to mix things around. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add the onions and the stuff that you caramelize. And you're going to mix things around. Carefully, you don't want to smash the bananas. Add some of the roasted red pepper. It's not spicy, it's just sweet pepper roasted. You add it now. And I like to add a little bit of the pepper stuff. So going with allspice, you can use peppercorn. Just a few. Give it aromatics. Mix things around. See? And now comes the nice part. Get some of that vinegar. You don't want the vinegar overflowing, but you want enough. And mix things around again. And then what you do is you cover it and put in the refrigerator. 2 hours minimum, preferable overnight or to the next day. And before you put in the refrigerator, make sure you add a couple of bay leaf. Cover up. Give it a shake and put it aside.